Hey y'all, hey, what's going on? What? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Before you guys keep scrolling, I need to ask you something. I'm a, I'm a, I don't understand what's going on today, but I need to ask you something. It's important. I keep getting these questions from yesterday live, so I'm just trying to figure out and have you guys maybe answer these questions today. How many of y'all have been saying you want to invest in real estate? Like not thinking about it, not dreaming about it, not watching YouTube about it, actually saying, I want to buy investment properties. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes because let you guys answer that question so I can read your comments because I'm trying to understand here what's going on. What are you guys trying to do? How are you wanting to replace your 9 to 5 through real estate? So drop a me in the chat. And while you're doing that, tell me where you're watching from. I want to see who's hanging out with me this Sunday. Go ahead, I'll wait. Happy Sunday. Can we get comfortable in here, y'all? We family, right? Oh, you want to know who I am? For those who don't know me, my name is Patricia Roberson. I'm the founder of The Feminine Flip. I'm a real estate investor, a landlord, a coach, and someone who has made the mistakes so hopefully you don't have to. And first, thank you all for spending part of your Sunday with me. Now, listen, if you stay to the end, because I'm going to give away some free resources, and I may even pick a few people for some bonus prizes. So don't disappear on me, okay? Give it more time for you guys to enter the room. I know it's Sunday. I know you're just waking up. Some of you guys probably in the bed still. Go ahead, get your coffee, get your snacks. Come hang out with me. Okay, let me ask you, how long have you been interested in real estate? Type less than a year, 1 to 3 years, 3 plus years. I want to see something. I know it's early. Trust me, I'm going to be popping up on live all day today. I need to talk to my people because the feedback I've been getting lately, who the hell is Patricia Roberson? Why is she calling herself and coining the phrase the feminine flip? So I want to show you guys a little my personality, who you're dealing with, my background, where I come from. Um, I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm the oldest out of 8, the oldest sibling, the oldest daughter, the oldest on both sides of the family. And I've taken care of my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and cousins, first cousins. And I decided to join the military because I wasn't the smartest student in school, so I couldn't afford to get the scholarships like my siblings could. But me, the military was my way of getting a stepping stone in life so I can at least afford to get an education if I serve my country. I served active duty for 10 years. I was stationed in San Diego. I was stationed in Lemoore, California. I was stationed in Jacksonville, Florida. I went to school in Mississippi, spent some time in Louisiana, was stationed in Japan for 2 years. After that tour, I got out the military and joined the federal sector, which led me back to California to be stationed there. And I spent at least about 6 years there, and then I relocated to DC. And I worked for Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice, um, USDA, you name it. I spent the federal sector time for the last 12, 13 years and retired from Department of Homeland Security and relocated to Dallas, Texas. So I want to see who is hanging out with me this Sunday. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you for spending part of your Sunday with me. So I'm going to ask you again, how long have you been interested in real estate? Type less than a year, 1 to 3 years, 3 or more years. Now, if you guys have been spending 3 or more years thinking about getting into real estate, that's a problem because that means there's too much information you've been obtaining and you haven't found the right system for you. Okay, I'm still waiting. I got time. I just wanted to see something so I can answer your questions on live. Come on. I'm here. I'm raw, authentic. What do you want to know about me? What do you want to know about my companies that I built? I'm here to be transparent and honest and to establish myself as a trusted authority in this business. So, full transparency, ask me what you want to know. Because what I'm finding out a lot so far is a lot of people are interested in real estate, but they never actually got started. And I know that's a problem, not what you think or me to expect. I know that's probably not what you expect for me to say. Most people think the problem that they're having, that they haven't gotten into this real estate space, is because of money. And most people think, oh, the problem is credit. Or most people think the problem is timing. But honestly, the biggest problem that I see is confusion. People don't know what they're looking for. And let me explain. You wake up, you get on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, you see these cute little houses, you favor them, or and then you see a duplex, then somebody on TikTok says Airbnb is the answer, then somebody else say flips are the answers, and then somebody else say Section 8, and then somebody else say wholesaling, and then somebody else says commercial real estate. And before you know it, you're looking at everything. And when you're looking at everything, you're focusing on nothing. Can anybody relate to that? Drop a yes in the chat if you ever felt overwhelmed by all the information online. Seriously, there is so much information available today that people end up getting stuck. They don't know the market. They don't know what strategy is. They don't know what numbers are. They don't know what type of property they should be looking for. And because they don't know those things, they never pull the trigger. Now, here's the funny part. Some of y'all have watched enough real estate content to teach a class yourselves. Y'all know all the gurus. Y'all know all the buzzwords. Y'all know all the bird strategy. Y'all know all about wholesaling. Y'all know about subject twos. Y'all know about seller financing. But if somebody asks you today, what exactly are you looking to buy? You probably say, well, it depends. What? That's the problem. Investors don't buy everything. Investors buy according to the plan, a plan that they establish. You have to narrow your focus down. Pick a strategy and stick with it. Don't think about diversifying to these other products into the real estate space because guess what? All of them work, but you can't do all of them at the same time. You know how I know? I was that person too. I was looking at Section 8, Airbnbs, fix and flips, buy and hold, multifamilies, subject to, wholesale. I was that too. I have enough information in my head. Oh, don't let me forget tax liens, auctions. I had so much information in my head, and I done spent so much money on these mentorships, these boot camps, this coaching. I spent so much money and I didn't get anywhere. I wasted so much time and money trying to get into real estate to replace my 9 to 5. I was all over the place and I was more confused than I even started. But I knew I had the right ideal, and my plan was to get into real estate. And what made sense for me and what worked for me is getting into fix and flips. That was quick, fast, easy. I don't have to worry about being a landlord. I don't have to worry about tenants. And I found a program that worked for me. It was fix and flips. I bought it. Properties. I was so excited that it worked. I bought 3 properties all in 1 month. I was just so happy that I found something that I narrowed my focus on and worked that program exactly to the letter, exactly to the T. And it worked. Now, the issue that came for me is when it came to managing those renovations. Oh my God. The knowledge that I didn't know. I never got that far before in the program. I was pretty much finding my way through blindly. I had no idea. I didn't know any of the languages, anything. I just knew how to buy houses. I knew how to close. I knew I was a qualified buyer. I didn't know that. But I never worked with a contractor. I mean, yes, I own homes and I got some things done around the homes, and but I didn't know the processes to protect myself from getting burnt by contractors. And then guess what I went to go do next? I went and searched all online again, looked at Bigger Pockets podcast, YouTube videos, trying to piecemeal all this information together where it makes sense for me. Because I told you I'm as smart as a bag of rocks. I'm a visual learner. Okay, if I can't see it, I can't retain it. I'm just being honest. Okay. So I had to piecemeal all this information together to figure out how to work with contractors. And you know what? God knew my heart. God knew my mind. God knew my intention. And he blessed me with a trusted general contractor who happened to be an architectural background that he went to school for. And he worked with me honestly. You know how rare that is to find? The point I'm trying to make is if you believe in your business and you believe in what you're doing and you're trying to do it the right way, it takes one person to believe in you. That man believed in me. He believed that I was going to give him more business. He believed by educating me enough that I was going to stick around with him. That's what I was talking about yesterday, building a trust relationship and building a relationship and finding people that will grow with you with your business. That general contractor in Baker, Louisiana, well, he wasn't from Baker, Louisiana. That's where my property was. But from Louisiana, he helped me understand what tape, flow, and texture means on the walls. Plastering. He helped me to learn about different floorings. He helped me learn about different fixtures. I didn't know there was different cabinets like ready to install cabinets or ready to assemble cabinets or already assembled. And then he showed me prices. And then I started joining more groups of other investors like myself. And I learned from them their pitfalls, their mistakes. It was a community of us. And they gave me guidance and tips, right? So I say all this to this. If you do not have a mentor, a coach to help you navigate, somebody that believes in you and work with you where you at to help you grow and learn, you're wasting your time in this business like I did. It took me 2 years to really get into the real estate space, from learning curves and making mistakes and trying to make sense of everything. For example, I'm gonna give you an example. If you walked into Walmart and said, I need groceries, the first question would be asked, what groceries? Am I buying chicken? Am I buying steak? Am I buying vegetables? Am I buying ice cream? What exactly am I buying? And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Real estate works the same way. You need a criteria. You need direction. You need your buy box numbers. What is that makeup? Okay. And when that general contractor out of Louisiana gave me direction, it helped me navigate my renovations in my 2 properties in Texas. And I had 3 going on. This is why my hair is thinning out, because I was stressed out, y'all. I had one good general contractor that was able to complete my renovation in 5 weeks. I was taught it don't take a contractor long to renovate a property. I was taught by that man. So when things weren't going along what I was being taught and guided to, and I was showing him pictures of my Texas properties and what those contractors are doing, he told me to fire them. Now, I'm in this business with no protection, and I didn't know how to get my money back. I done gave so much money up front. I was giving them $10,000 to $14,000 to $15,000 up front. I gave $14,000 on one of my other properties, and then I gave almost $20,000 to my other property in renovation, and they had nowhere completed anything. It was some cut corners, haphazard work. It was just looking a hot mess. Now, my mentor that I had learned how to fix and flip properties, he just so happened had another course, how to deal with contractors. And I took his course. You see the theme I'm going here? You have to invest in your learning. If you're not going to continue your education in real estate, or get with a mentor, a guide, or a guidance person who believe in you, not just take your money, but to ensure you are retaining that information and take actionable steps. If you're not going to get with a mentor to do that, you're going to be out here navigating yourself blind. And guess what? It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you lots of money. And most importantly, the most time lost is your time, right? You're going to lose time. Time is our commodity. It's not a commodity, I should say. We only get so many hours a day. And if you're losing time and money, oh my God, you're bankrupt. Bankrupt, I tell you. This course pretty much already told me everything that the general contractor mentioned, but it didn't. But this course, the value I got out of this course, that mentor taught me how to get my money back from those contractors and to fire them. I got back every single last dime of that money. And I begged this general contractor in Louisiana, please come down to Texas and fix my houses. But his wife would not let him. I understand. So I had to go back to the drawing board and find another general contractor that's going to complete my other 2 renovations. And they release about an hour and a half apart. So I was honest. And I told them, listen, I got burnt. I got burnt by these contractors. You see what they did? I could show you guys videos how they had my water heater outside. It was horrible. I was devastated. I didn't let fear and discouragement stop me from moving forward. I kept going. Now I got the information. Now I got the play. Now I got the plan. So now I found another general contractor that believed in me, and he renovated all my Texas properties because he believed in me. And he gave me beautiful products. Now, let me ask you another question. If I gave you $100,000 today, cash, no strings attached, and I told you that if you have 30 days to buy an investment property, would you know exactly what you're looking for, or would you panic? Go ahead. I'll wait. I want you to be honest, because if you wouldn't know what to buy, then money isn't actually your problem. Clarity is. Most people would take that $100,000 and be like, you know what, you're going to have to sue me to get this money back because I'm not buying real estate. Or they're going to go to other avenues and say, well, I invested this and I invested that. And now $100,000 is gone and gotten nothing. You know? But the instruction was you have 30 days to buy an investment property. And it's those who took that $100,000 and say, hey, there is no properties out here in this market for $100,000. Are you crazy? No, I'm saying you don't have the clarity. I'm saying you don't have the information. You don't know where to look because they are out there. I bought 6 of them, all of them under $100,000. So don't tell me. And I bought them all in 1 year. So don't tell me. Don't tell me they not out there. You can't tell me they not out there. And I did this last year, 2025. And I'm looking at another 2 this year. So I say all this to say this. That's exactly why I'm hosting my 4-day Buy Box Bootcamp challenge. I hate saying that word challenge because it's not a challenge. It's exactly what it is. 4 days live with me, building up your buy box to establish the clarity so you can take action after the 4th day. You know exactly what to do. And why am I doing this? Because I got sick and tired of watching people stay stuck. I got tired of seeing people spend years researching and never buying their first investment property. I got tired of hearing, I'm waiting until the market change. This market may never change. Real estate is going to do what real estate does, but it's still been around. People still buying houses. Everybody's saying, oh, the interest rate is too high. I sold my house with somebody who bought it at a 7% interest rate. Don't tell me people not buying. Don't tell me people saying, oh, these price houses are too high. People are still buying. They're spending $1 million on beautiful houses. They're spending $400,000 on those houses, $500,000, $600,000, $800,000, $900,000 on these houses. People are buying. You just need to get your money up. You need to get your money right. You need to get your credit established. There's programs out here for first-time home buyers. So don't tell me people aren't buying. They're buying in the worst market and they buying in the best market. They are buying. I'm hearing people saying, oh, I'm waiting until the rates drop. They will never go back to 2020, 2021. You'll never see those rates again in our lifetime. A lot of people saying, I'm waiting until I have more money. Like I said, there are programs out here. If you buy in the right market, you can get it for 0% down and you don't have to be a veteran. I can name all the programs out here that's helping first-time home buyers. They're out here. And people are utilizing. The thing is, we have gotten so lazy, we want people to do it for us. We want to make it so easy without putting in any work. And anything that you don't work for is not worth having. You're not going to appreciate it. You're not going to value it. I'm hearing, I'm waiting until I know more. Know more of what? It's simple math. I told you guys, I am dumber than a bag of rocks. If I can figure it out, you can too. What more information? Is too much information out there. There's information. You just have to you have to get focused. Pick a strategy, pick a lane, and stick with it until something happens that works in your favor, obviously. So let me tell you what we're doing in the boot camp. Okay. Day one, we're building your buy box, right? We're talking about what market you're targeting, your zip codes that makes sense, what property fits your goals, what price range you're comfortable with, and most importantly, what should you ignore? Because half of the battle is learning what not to chase. Okay. And day two, we're talking about deal analysis. How do you know if a property deserves more attention? How do you estimate repairs? How do you calculate ARV? How do you stop wasting time on deals that were never deals in the first place? In day three, we're talking about funding and preparation because everybody wants to talk about buying real estate, but nobody wants to talk about preparing themselves for opportunities. Okay. And then day four, we bring it all together. The goal isn't to make you an expert in 4 days. The goal is to give you a roadmap and a starting point, a process, because confidence comes from clarity. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the biggest thing that's stopping you right now? Is it money? Is it credit? Is it fear? Is it finding deals? Knowing the numbers? Put it in the comment. I want to hear from you. And while you're typing, let me tell you this. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect market. There is no perfect deal. There is only preparation and action. The people who eventually become investors aren't always the smartest. I'm telling you, look at me. These degrees took me a long time to get, okay? I got tutored. I got help. I didn't even know how to write correctly. I didn't even know how to, the Navy had to teach me how to write a check. I didn't have the literacy. I had grew into knowledge over time. And you know how I grew into that knowledge? I wanted to learn. I had to learn my weaknesses. I had to understand my learning style so I can retain. I had to learn to speak. I'm not the greatest speaker. I don't even want to ever be a motivational speaker because I'm not. But I could tell you my truth. I could tell you my story. I could tell you my struggle. I could tell you my success. I could tell you my wins in the best way I know how to be. I can't be somebody else, but I can be myself. And those who receive me, receive me. Those who hear me, hear me. Those who seek to understand, do. Okay? Investors aren't always the richest people. I don't care what nobody tell you. They comfortable, but they're not the richest. They're not always the most connected people. I came to Dallas, Texas. I didn't know anyone here. I didn't have any connections. I didn't know anybody. You guys, I'm here on live and I post a lot of content, but do you really know me? I don't even know you. Why should you trust me, right? But I can tell you this. Real estate investors usually are the people who got clear on what they wanted to do and they took action. Bottom line, get clear on what you want to do. Pick a lane and stick with it. You diversify after you master this lane. You do not diversify into other avenues in real estate until this one works for you. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines, and if you've been thinking about real estate, if you've been telling yourself you're going to start one day, this is your invitation, honey. Join the free 4-day buy box bootcamp that I'm hosting. Comment bootcamp below if you're already registered. Type I'm in. And if you're bringing a friend, type let's go. Because we're going to spend 4 days helping you stop guessing and start investing. Now, again, talk to me. Let's talk. Tell me what's stopping you from getting started, and let's see if we can fix that today. Okay, I spent enough time really on live, and I'll repost this live again, but I'll be joining on later on today. I just got to take care of a few things admin wise, but I'll be back to talk to you good people later on today, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you for attending my live and listening.